so hot, no see where all legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. What do you need? Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. 21. Here we go. Safety screaming. Lock.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Bravo.
Hey, watch the slant.
One, Omaha.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and it almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Watch twist. Six. 21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 68 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
I'm going from back to you. Watch the air.
11.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. Right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
32.
Stafford on first down. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
80 weapon. 21. Hey, gun. That's me. Hey, orbit.
On 2nd and a couple. Garoppolo. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end, and it's 3rd and short.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense, that fell harmlessly to the ground.
65. 21. Undercrunch. Check.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And an alley to run. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
Here we go.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you give 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
13.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
11. Right here, guys. Spike 51. Mike 51. Ready?
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Golladay, 43 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Smooth. 21. Deuce.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking up here with Trent Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Let's go. Tighten up. Check 31. Check 99. Check 13. 11. Five.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Throw left side caught by Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Here we go.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go. Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On 1st down, here's Breida. Nifty move, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now it's Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Niners 14, Lions 7. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Here's Sam Martin now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taylor now returning it. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. White.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the gun, Stafford. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better than it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Check 11.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Get in the weight room. Check.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch left. You must be getting tired of seeing me. 11. Mike, 12.
From the 44, Garoppolo flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jarrett Davis gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play,
Here we go.
someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Whip. Watch the whip. 11. 21.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return, here's Agnew. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 22. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to Jesse James. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
The first down carry here for Johnson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level to make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
We want this. Hey, 22! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen.
From the 50, Stafford. And a throw there going to be incomplete. A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Here's Sam Martin now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
The Niners take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20.
It's a party now. Chance.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And an alley to run. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Set. 20. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Stafford. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
6-6. Pull it high.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A throw for Galladay is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
12, fellas, here we go. 51's the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Hey, Charlie. Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you. I got you.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
65. 2.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, gun.
Hey, let's go. Come press. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
21. Here we go.
Play action. Garoppolo. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Get a lady!
After the interception, here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Nick Bosa. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go. 180!
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
21.
951. I got you.
Hey, echo.
Mike 51. We own them.
21.
51.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looking to throw. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
56. Mike's 56. In your face.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Set. Blue 60.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Y'all not ready.
Stafford here coming off his pick six. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
13. 13.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, Zoo.
51 the mic, boy. 51. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go.
11. 11.
Get there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
I got you.
They'll try to run with Breida. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now Gold for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Lady.
Check 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Stafford on first down. And Jones has it over the middle. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing to Stafford. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Amendola again the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
He was covered by Richard Sherman.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go.
To throw again. Stafford. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 27.
Here we go. 180.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Nick.
Watch the slant. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Watch the slant.
12, fellas. Here we go.
Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly with you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they wake up with the San Francisco 49ers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set. 180.
Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Rush in.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford to the right and complete to Galladay. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Monday.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Here we go.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
6th and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
59.
56, Mike.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. On first down, Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. Out of the gun, Stafford. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. They get the sack on the blitz, but it was 3rd and inches. Are you surprised like I am they weren't running the football there?
I'm right there with you. I would have thought at worst. Quarterback sneak, try and pick up the first down and move on. But instead, I think they thought they could catch him by surprise and maybe hit something deep.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
No. Off. Protein spill.
49, check 49.
Hey, switch gears. Shit.
Zero.
Shit.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They get a good chunk of that penalty yardage back. A gain of 15. 2nd down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 32-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
Come on now, let's go.
Here we go. 180!
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando, and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
The tackle made there by Jared Davis.
Here we go. 180!
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions'
65.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. Left 80!
65.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo over the middle. That's caught by Taylor. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Now Garoppolo got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. McKinnon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down.
One, Omaha.
Mike 51. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Off the play fake to McKinnon, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here we go.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw is Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn into big plays.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Trey Flowers there on the tackle. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
11.
Here again is McKinnon. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He couldn't hook up with Amendola there, and it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Set. 20.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he can be a big-time playmaker for us.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. To the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Hate to say it, but that play typifies what we've seen from this offense all game long.
Yeah, don't you think maybe you flip over your play sheet as the offensive coordinator and see the side that says try something different? You know, because this has not worked all game long. They continue to try and get it done. They've got to come up with something a little bit different. Try something special, something they haven't seen.
Anything to score a point. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Screenplay, McKinnon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, McKinnon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Garoppolo now, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to give this one to McKinnon. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This will be caught just inside the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and inches.
They come out here in the eye. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Stafford. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. D. Ford able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. To try again after the sack. Stafford, he's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Stafford. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
I know he ain't got it.
Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Two times.
They'll run on 1st down. McKinnon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
12.
951. Yo. Kill.
12, fellas, here we go.
Kill.
3rd and short, McKinnon. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Lady!
Mark 56. I'm coming for you, son.
Now it's Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. Stafford throwing the out route incomplete. It's James. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
Stafford now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 28. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium. That's certain. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League comes to you from Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, Michigan. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Cleveland Browns. Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready? 260.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let's go, defense. And here we go.
Here's Stafford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a third and long situation. The shotgun snap for Stafford. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Returnable here for Callaway. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And it's defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Come on, now, come on, now.
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Mike 51. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Jim.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And some room to run now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 30 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And some room to work. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt. 81 yards, and the Browns have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll get this one to Galladay. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 23 yards, the final tally.
3 yards. That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he finds Danny Amendola. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Stafford, and that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. James has it. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick pass.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Christian Kirksey coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Stafford toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Stafford. And it's caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. Anderson. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. C.J. Anderson, such a bruising back, but he can't get into the end zone here. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Now Justin Coleman brings him down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The third quarter starts with a run by Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing.
A toss play to Hunt. This time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
180. So we got man.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, Now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, dude. Here I come. Here I come.
And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. The 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 62 yards, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Rick Joseph set to kick off.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Gets fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Set, 280.
Check 53, Mike.
Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. James has got it. Complete. 25 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. On 1st down, Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's not going to get me. King.
On second and 11 now. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Joseph now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
What's that? Blue 60.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go, G.
Easy alert.
58 for Mike, 58.
Look at him.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Switch. Middle.
Watch out.
Zero.
Back to throw. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. TJ Carey right there in coverage. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. Eluding the pressure right. Caught on the right side by Jones. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bang. White.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. A big play there for Detroit. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On 2nd down, Johnson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready. Number 20.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
And middle.
I smell fear in that offense.
White.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
From the gun, Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Amendola, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
180! Real. Come on, D!
On the ground with a tight end. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
180! Hey, tighten down. There you go.
On second down, it's Hunt. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
180! And we got to get to the ball.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down.
Alert! Go!
Here's Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Kill.
Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Agnew now to return. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
He goes, set! 20!
Check 53's Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out.
Drill right, 22!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 16. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Travis Carey. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.
In the second quarter, do you think they thought at all